Hey there, can you do me a favor? Don't believe everything you think. Seriously, don't. I mean that wholeheartedly. It's something I have told myself or asked myself, but then I've definitely, with my kiddo, my nephew, have said it I don't know how many times because I've caught him in those things. It's just like, dude, why are you telling yourself that? What am I talking about? Here, take something as simple as, oh, I'm not, what are you making, Trace? And I'll tell him what I'm making. Oh, I don't think I'm going to like that. Excuse me? Nah, I'm going to want something different for dinner. I'm not going to like that. I'm like, you haven't even tried it yet. Well, I just know. It's just like, okay, do you see what you just did to yourself? You just told yourself a story about this whole thing. You didn't give yourself the opportunity to even have the experience and come from a place of actually speaking from experience. Then, you know, I just know I'm not going to. So that's a big awareness thing to look at. How many times we do that to ourselves, making decisions about how things are going to be, and I already know I'm not going to like it, or that's not going to work out, or they're not going to say yes to it. They're not going to, even want to hear it. So these things that we tell ourselves and then we believe, and there's absolutely no truth around it. Not to mention the fact you didn't give, if there's another person involved, you never gave that other person the opportunity to do anything different than what you already predetermined them to do. And that's a huge one. It really is. I've learned that in parenting, I've learned that in my relationships too, where you think, oh, well, every time I say this, then they do that. Every time I do this, then that's what happens. Well, if you want a different result, if you want something different to happen, then you need to do something different. You can't expect to do the same thing over and over again and have a different outcome. Sound familiar? And that's the same thing with our relationships to our thoughts and to our beliefs, as well as the relationships we have with ourselves and with other people. So if you already decided how it's going to be and that whether you're going to like it or not, then you've already determined it. you you already basically cut out any other possibility for yourself. So I'm going to ask you to put, that's a big an awareness thing, right? Is the story that I'm telling myself about this right now? What am I saying to myself? Where did that come from? And I don't know if you've ever heard of T. Harv Eckert, and it's literally the letter T, Harv Eckert, Eker. And I love, like, he talks about all of our beliefs. We're, as if you imagine us, newborn, and we're just basically like empty file cabinets. And all these other people come along and just basically put files in there, right? With all the stuff that they've know, that they've experienced, that they've said, did, etc. Their beliefs that they hold, and they just fill you up with all these things. Now you go and you pull out these drawers and you're just pulling all of this out. Are they even yours? Are they even yours? Do you really believe that? Where did that thought come from? Where did that belief come from? Where did any of it come from? A lot of times it came from, parents, siblings, our extended family, etc. Sometimes, things that happen with teachers and coaches and whatnot. And then we adopt them as if they are our own. Guess what? You can decide, you can make a choice that I don't know want to believe this any longer. I don't hold that true. I don't want to believe that about the world, myself, other people, experiences, whatever that is for you. So I'm going to ask you to not believe everything you think and to start to bring some awareness to it. What am I thinking? Where did that come from? Is it necessarily true? And do I want to keep it? And with that, you get to make a new choice. What would you prefer to think? What would you prefer to believe? We'll cover that in the next video if you should like to continue the discussion. Cheers.